Jam.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Pierre's Panic Room. Let me give a shout out to all the fans out there, man, who stop me on the street, see me places, say, yo, man, I love what you're doing. Continue to do it. We love Pierre's Panic Room. Thank you so much. I love the encouragement. Hey, so keep it up, and I'm going to keep up doing these shows, all right, y'all? All right, you know how we do it every week. I got to read the comments. You know, some of y'all left some comments, so I have my staff pull out some of the comments from previous shows and seeing what y'all, liking and not liking. All right, this is from the... Oh, I remember this is one good one. When I had Hamburger, Jamario, and Shucky Ducky on the show, we talked about Tiffany Haddish. And I thought I would just ask a question. Some people just take things slanted. They just want to look at it certain ways. I'm like, I just asked a question. Y'all are petty. All right, this is from TRB. He said, so basically a bunch of has-been comedians giving their opinion of a superstar comedian. None of you will ever be on her level. Not even Pierre. Sorry. I thought Hamburger and Jamario gave her praise and said how well she does. So where is that? So now you gonna diss all of us? I gave her praise. We all gave her. And now Shucky Ducky felt his way a little, but he said she still was cool. We had a little, however you felt about her. And you took his comment and put it on all of us as being whack and being not on her level. Okay. I might not be on her level. We might not be on her level. But you ain't even on her level to be watching me. So turn this off, sucker. TRB. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what the B stand for. Okay. All right. So, damn that. Hater, boy. I got haters on my... I got haters watching this. Some of y'all are haters watching this. All right. This is the one with Godfrey. Discusses the fallout with Vlad. This is from Aaron Robinson. He said, Pierre is pushing the envelope with this dialogue. And I'm here for it. I'm pushing the envelope. I just asked a question. That's all I do is ask the question now. Y'all put a little extra on it, okay? Just asking the question. But all right, Aaron Robinson, I appreciate that, brother. All right, this next one is from the Goldmouth episode. My man Goldmouth, the rapper. This is Dante Jenkins says, when will you start making the Dating Pierre series again? The episode about dating the woman in a wheelchair was crazy, LOL. Oh, yeah. You know what? I thank y'all for the love y'all sent. A crazy episode. In fact, I'm gonna re-release them and I'm gonna add 3 more episodes to them. Now, when I go and work and put these next 3 episodes, these new ones out with the older ones out, because everyone hasn't seen them. I've gained a whole new audience. So you wait for them. Can you please share them? Can you please let your friends, if you like them so much, can you share them to your friends and say, guess what? This is a new episode. This is funny as heck. You got to watch this show. You got to watch it. Because I ain't going to just keep making these and y'all be like, that's funny. Make another one. That's funny. Make another one. It costs me to make that. Okay? If I get more viewers, then it blows up. Because if my homeboy, Kevin Hart, does an arm fart on Sunset Boulevard, y'all going to pass that to everybody. Look at Kevin Hart doing an arm fart. Oh, God. You got to see that. But when I sit there and write all my stuff out, edit it, get actors and the locations, and show y'all some banging ass sketches or skits or series, y'all be like, that's funny as hell, but I ain't gonna share it because you're not that famous. Only when Kevin Hart or Mike Epps do something, I share it. So there it is. I'll make them, but this time, y'all better share them. Don't do me no good. All right, y'all. We got another great show. I'm excited, man. This young gentleman, man, I've known him for some years. He actually brought me into, I met him in Dallas, and he's also promoted. He promoted comedy shows. He's been through the NFL, man. He's been through about 9 teams from the NFL, the AFL, UFL, Little League, Pop Warner. This boy done been cut from every situation possible, man. But he ain't cut today, okay? We're going to talk about some of that. We're going to find out about the NFL, man, through this young brother. He's seen the behind-the-scenes stuff. He's going to drop that knowledge, man. I remember, his greatest, accomplishments would be with the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, the Dallas Cowboys, your Dallas Cowboys. Give it up for the one and only Mr. Reggie Swinton. That's what I'm talking about, Reggie. Hey, look at you, boy. Look at you. Look like new money, boy. Look at you. Man? Have a seat, man. Have a seat. Get the microphone together. Yes, sir. Make it together. Relax, man. You here? I finally got my man Reggie Swinton.
I'm in the ATL, baby.
Yeah, well, everybody don't know that. We on a low level where we at. It's supposed to be really somewhere else. I told you I'm in New York doing a big time, man. ATL bust me out. Nah, I'm messing with you, man. I love the ATL. So what's up, brother? Looking good, man. Look at you, man.
I'm living a good life, brother.
Is that what you're doing?
I'm living a good life, man.
All right, straight from Arkansas.
Little Rock.
Yes, man.
Banging.
Hell, oh yeah. You remember? Hold on. When that was HBO. Was you around that time?
Yeah, that was during my time when I was in high school. At my high school, Central High School.
Really?
It happened at the school I went to, Little Rock Central.
That. Yes. Yeah. For those who don't, there's things called Banging in Little Rock. It was called Banging in Little Rock,
1994.
Right? Yeah, 1994 on HBO. It was one of the first series of when they went took a a documentary into a neighborhood and went into Little Rock, Arkansas, and were exposed, but showed all the gang banging and so forth.
Yeah.
You see that right there? In fact, they came back like 10 years later, wasn't it? Something like that? Like 10 years later and stuff.
And reshot that some of those guys were still doing the same thing they did.
All right, well, I'm glad you got out of it. So you were born and raised in Little Rock, right?
Yeah, born and raised in Little Rock.
All right, so give me the structure of your family. You got a mother and father. Were they in the house together?
I got a mother and father. My stepfather came into my life at 11 years old.
At 11 years old.
My father's always been there.
Okay, cool. But do you have any sisters or brothers? How do you fall in that
Yeah,
area?
my mom has me.
Okay.
And my stepdad has one.
Okay.
And then my dad had two more. But I'm the oldest of everybody.
Oh, okay. So when they made you, they figured they better try to make a better model.
My mom said she couldn't take no more of me.
Oh, well, your mom said that. Okay. Right. My pops was like, what's up? Where they at?
Hey, Pop was Rolling Stone, man.
My father rolled back and forth. He was on a hill and went like this, but he came home sometime and rolled back. But no, man. But good. Okay, so what got you into what got you into sports or away from that gangbanging lifestyle as a young kid?
Man, I was in the streets as a young kid.
Okay.
But sports was my out. You know what I mean? And so sports was my out. Mm-hmm. A lot of the guys I grew up with, they either dead or was in prison. But I played every sport it was: soccer, baseball, basketball, wrestle, box, and so that kept me from doing what they did.
But why didn't it draw you? I mean, sports was that powerful? Because a lot of people try to do sports, but young kids, they still get pulled in, and some of the tough kids like, nah, you ain't doing that. You hang with us.
Good family structure.
Okay.
My dad, my uncles,
didn't play
mom
that.
wasn't having that.
Nice.
Everybody tore my butt up.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I would go hang with them to feel like I was one of them.
Okay.
But when it came down to it, I went home.
I know that's right. You got a little scared.
Street
lights on. My mama said I gotta go home.
I
gotta
home.
go home. Street lights on. Okay. So when did you notice that you were a better athlete than a lot of people?
Around about 6th, maybe 7th grade. I did things differently. I excelled in every sport it was. You give me something with a ball, and I was top at it.
Nice.
And so what changed me from all the negativity was 9th grade.
Okay.
I played 7th grade basketball.
Okay.
In 8th grade, didn't make the grades. Had a 1.5.
Oh, damn.
So I couldn't play.
Damn, player.
Came back 9th grade, and I was starting quarterback. In the first game, I had our first 2 touchdowns.
Really?
The next day, the newspaper said Swinton leads Panthers to victory. When I seen that, it changed me instantly. I seen something positive in my life.
Nice.
And it turned me around. From that point on, I was good.
And did the boys in the hood, they let you go do your thing type of
You
thing?
know what? They were Bloods, and I was never gang affiliated.
Okay.
But I wore every color because they knew I wasn't doing that type of stuff.
Okay.
So when I got to high school, my school was mostly Blood, but I would wear blue all the time because that's one of my colors I wear.
Right.
If you wore blue back then, they pretty much kicked your butt.
Right.
I could wear it all through school. Nobody bothered me.
But I wonder, like, it didn't originate there. It originated in L.A.
Right.
Was it because y'all were fixated with the TV and the rappers and the movies? What made Bloods come, or did Bloods move down there? Or y'all just want to, like, I ain't say fake Bloods, but y'all like, I want to be like them.
No, I think some Crips moved to Little Rock from California. That's what started it.
Okay.
But what's crazy was they were 2 blocks apart, like 23rd Street and 21st Street. You had Bloods and Crips 2 blocks apart. Like, never understood that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But, a lot of the drama happened between those 2 streets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you started excelling in sports. You went to Central High School.
Yeah.
You played all the sports. You kicked butt. And then, is that when you got recruited to go after your senior high school? Did you have choices to go to? I know you went to Murray State. Mm-hmm. Did you have? And hold on, Murray State. Didn't I have that boy? What's the boy?
Ja Morant.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I was doing a show one night for college, and I forgot the whole. What city is about an hour away that you fly into?
Paducah, Nashville.
Nashville. We flew into Nashville, and we had to drive to Murray State. And they told us, somebody told us, I don't know if it was white or black. This was a long time ago. Don't stop. You're going through Klan country, brother. until you get to Murray State.
Until you get there.
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't know. They're like, man, keep it going, brother. Hope your tank is on full, player. Y'all all go down there and get to Murray State and take your monkey back from Murray State back here. Yeah,
I've never experienced that. Not
Really?
in Kentucky, never.
wow.
Never.
Okay. Well, that's what they told me. So,
yeah,
man,
so-
they might have been lying. Wanted to go faster or whatever. But okay, so you went to Murray State and you
Yeah.
basically kicked butt in Murray State.
Yeah, actually, going back to high school, I had 4 or 5 big schools after me, but it was an ACT test that got me.
Oh.
And so I wound up passing it late. And when I passed it late, nobody offered me. So I walked on to Murray State.
Oh, he's a walk-on.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah. And
Wow.
so I walked on after my first season playing football.
Right.
I went to the coach. I was like, hey, I can't afford second semester. I got transfer. The next day I had a scholarship.
Yeah, well, that's
very next day.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I had a good freshman year too, so
Right.
I could go and I had leverage.
Let me ask you a walk-on. So what happens is anybody can walk on to a team, try to walk on. Is that, you just say, I want to go out for the football team, and I'm going to walk on and say, give me a helmet and some pads. I want to play wide receiver, and let's see what we do.
What's
Is that how
called
that works?
preferred walk on. So when they want you but can't offer you, then they'll just bring you in but give you no money.
Okay.
Basically.
Meaning to survive in school.
Right,
Okay.
right. And so I was one of those, and went in and played well my freshman year, and they had to find some money for me because I came in as a true freshman, and you couldn't tell.
Right. Was it a black coach or white coach?
No, Houston Nutt.
I remember Houston Nutt. Yeah,
white-
you big
coach
time.
for-
White dude.
Yeah, Razorbacks and Ole
Yeah.
Miss. Yeah,
That was your coach. That's right.
that was my
Yeah,
coach,
yeah,
man.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, we still real close to this day.
yeah. Nice. That was he was part of. I would say when you say part of the good old boy network. I mean, if he wants something to happen, they can make it happen.
He made it happen.
Yeah. Them.
And I owe
Them-
everything to him,
them
man,
boys.
because without him, I always say, man, Murray State or McDonald's. That's my
Ooh.
only choice. Nobody else wanted me.
Wow.
Nobody else. So it was Murray State.
You wasn't but a touchdown away from making fries.
Yeah,
You
really.
was scored a couple touchdowns. Y'all I got talent. Trust me, I got
With
talent.
extra salt on it.
Woo! Wow. Okay. So when you were there, how did you start getting the views of the people seeing you when you graduated from college to go to the next level? I think you went to AFL first. I'm not sure.
No, Jacksonville Jaguars first.
Okay. You
Yeah.
got okay.
Yeah. No, I wasn't drafted. So it's a long story behind my career. I wasn't a guy that everybody knew, but I was a
Right.
guy that put in work.
Okay.
And I made you know me when you played me. Like Oakland knew me. Chicago Bears knew me when I played them. But in '96, Randy Moss was number 1 in the nation. Then
Okay.
Dietrich Ward was number 2 in the nation.
Wow, okay.
And I was number 3. The
Wide
difference
receiver.
is, yeah.
Wide receiver. Okay.
But those guys came out, and I went back. Then Houston Nutt left and went to a new school.
Right.
I had a new coach come in. We
Right.
didn't get along.
Right.
And so my stats went way down. So had I come out early, I could have won maybe 4th round.
Now looking back at it now, you say you didn't get along. Do you think that was there any bit of diva-ness in it? You felt he was a certain player that he wasn't trying to push you? Like,
yeah,
what
I was
that?
All-American the year before. So why wouldn't I start my senior season?
Oh, he didn't want you to start.
He had a guy he brought in, so we alternated series.
Oh,
so one
wow.
series I would
Yeah.
start.
You
Next
can't get no
series he would
rhythm like
start.
that. You can't get no real
It's the
rhythm.
4th quarter, not my series. I'm not in the game, and I'm the All-American.
Right,
Make
right.
that make sense to me.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So
You think it was a white coach?
yeah.
Was a white player?
Yeah. No.
Black player?
Yeah, brother.
So wasn't no racism, man. He just didn't
Well,
like
here's
you.
the thing. These coaches want to bring in their own people
right.
to play them,
Right.
so they can say this is my people.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But didn't make sense to me because
No,
it messed
I
up my
don't blame
money.
you, player.
Messed up my money.
Oh, okay.
Big time.
Mess up your money, meaning that you didn't get drafted the way you thought you were going to get drafted.
I didn't
because
get
he held-
drafted,
right.
and when it came down to it, Jacksonville Jaguars brought me in, and they drug tested me a few times because it was told to them that I smoked marijuana in college. I'm 46 years old, never smoked marijuana in my life to this day.
What?
That messed up my draft status.
But it was just because the rumor was out there. Not
rumor
because there
was
was
out
no
there.
proof that you did it because you
The
didn't do it.
rumor. And
Wow.
small school. See, I didn't go to a big school.
Right.
So they
Murray
think
State,
small
right.
school guys aren't ready anyway. And here's a guy that they think smoke weed, so we'll sign him, but we ain't gonna give him a whole bunch of money.
Wow.
And so I signed and got what I thought back then was a bunch of money.
Right.
I got a whopping $5,000 signing bonus.
Well, hold on.
You couldn't tell me I wasn't
Well,
stuffed in, man.
You is from Little Rock.
'Cause I was broke.
You can buy everything. Buy 2 houses in Little Rock, 5,000 now. Back then. All right. No, you bought the block up. I got the
Right.
5 stacks. I bought the block up. I know that's right. Okay, so you went to Jacksonville. How was it like? going in from a small college like you know, real small, going to the, you know, you're going to the NFL. They're bringing you in to look at you, or they want you. How's that work?
No, so you have to go in and basically make the team. And, you know, I'm going in with guys that was drafted in the second round, third round. So I'm against the odds anyway. So I got to go in and do some magnificent things to be seen.
Wow.
First off, going from a small school to the league, the playbook. So you can have all the ability in the world. If you can't learn that playbook, you're in trouble. Ooh. And that was my first year. That was my biggest downfall was the playbook. Because when you're in my position, you got to learn every position. So when they draft you, Pierre, and you're a first-round pick, and they'll make you a Z receiver. Well, you just got to know Z. That's your spot.
Right.
I got to learn Z, X, Y, and W.
All those plays.
In case one of your stars get hurt.
It's a lot of pressure.
See? Yeah.
And you got 1.5, nigga? You had a problem. 1.5 GPA? Oh, yeah, you were struggling, brother. You were struggling.
Big
Where I
time.
run left, run right. You need little league plays. Like I used to have little league play. Run out and make a chicken wing, make a right and shit like that. That's it. We'll throw somewhere around the right side. Wow.
But you'll see a lot of guys in my position that get cut because they couldn't learn the playbook. And so I got cut in Jacksonville, and then I went to Canada the next year. And over there, if you're an American, the Canadians get the odds. So if me and you got the same talent, but you're Canadian, they'll cut me and keep you because it's their league.
Right, I can see that. Right.
So they cut me and brought me back, and I played some games, scored touchdowns.
Hold on, they cut you and bring you back, and they cut you to bring you back. Okay, if they cut you,
they put you on practice squad.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you mean, bring you back.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They cut you, but put you on the practice squad.
The practice squad, yeah.
And the practice squad is basically that, just, you know, on the side, you play against the first stringers or something like that,
you
right?
the dummy.
The dummy, right?
Yeah, the 1.5 guy.
Right. I ain't want to say that, but I'm glad you saying this. You keep it 100. But no, all right. So you get, and then if someone gets hurt or something like that, they bring you up.
They bring you up. And when they brought me up, I scored touchdowns, and they brought me right back down.
But why did they bring you back down if you scored touchdowns?
Because that guy came back.
Oh, wow.
It's all a numbers game.
Man.
It's a dirty.
We're here for it.
It's a dirty game. And if you're not mentally ready for it, I've seen guys with talent that get cut twice and they quit because they can't take the politics of it.
Right. That's real shit.
It's real political, man. And a guy like me, I was cut 9 times and traded twice.
Let me ask you something. I've wondered this before, and I've heard people from outside looking in say this. Like the combine, where you go and you get judged and all that. A lot of people equate that to slavery, like looking like a slave. Would you believe that it's close to like slavery? Like, you know, most of them are white people looking at black players.
Yeah.
How strong are you? How tall are you? How fast you can run, boy?
Right. Well, I seen college documentary, and it showed that Colin Kaepernick. It showed exactly what slavery was and how it translated over to the combine. Now, I didn't make the combine, so they came back to the actual school and worked me out. Same type of deal. It was just me and a couple more guys, and not me and 50 guys.
Okay. So you were a junior slave. I mean, slave was
right.
a little bit. You're still a slave player.
I was a project slave.
Right. But I get it. Outside looking in now, I know the desire to play. You want to do anything to play. Most players, you know what I'm saying, will do anything. But looking back, you say, man, that was kind of like slavery. They did treat us like that, or was it because a lot of money is involved? You don't think of it like that?
It's a lifelong dream, P. You know, it's like, you know, I grew up wanting to be a star in any sport. You know, I was good in every sport.
Sure.
Turned out being drafted in baseball out of high school. So I was really good in everything, and you work all your life to get something, you want to get there. You want to get there and see what it's like. And it took me a long time to get there.
Right.
You know, I had the agent who done me wrong.
Right.
You know, I had a manager who took my money.
Right.
So
I get that, but let me go back just because a lot of that. I just feel like, you know, a lot of people outside looking in. I wouldn't play football. He may treat me like no slave.
Yeah, you would.
Exactly.
Yeah, you would.
Everyone always says that because they ain't playing it. But I saw the Colin Kaepernick documentary or series, docu-series. But outside looking in, it does look like that. And when you get cut, I would feel like that's depleting. Like, I done did everything, man. I asked you to do. You know what I'm saying? And I would feel like they take you out from your team and set you in another situation and take you another. I feel like that's slavery almost. Like, I know you get more money.
They control you, basically. Yeah.
I guess I'm getting to that
take
point.
You off this cotton field and put you on that cotton field.
Right.
But
how do you feel about that?
The difference, well, it's a sense of accomplishment for us.
Because you made it to the league.
because you made it to the
Right.
highest level, and you can't that can't be taken from us. No matter what road I went down, you can't take the fact that I played 5 years and I get my pension. You can't
Right.
take that from me.
Okay.
And that sets up my family for life.
Right.
So-
and that wouldn't happen in slavery.
Right.
You know, right.
Right.
So for y'all think that wouldn't happen in slavery, okay?
So my kid's good. My wife is good.
Right.
You know what I mean? So my
Right.
grandbaby is good. So all that I went through was worth it. All my injuries I've had,
Right.
what
We'll
I
talk
deal
about
with
that.
now,
All right,
it's,
now,
it's
I'm
worth
talking
it.
about- yeah, and that's what I want to ask you too about that with that mentality of like I said, it keeps saying slavery because people are bringing it up to me online. Is when you get hurt, it's like they kick you to the curb sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They push you away, like, or they shoot you up with drugs and so forth to get you back on that field, not really caring about your long-term, situation, body-wise. Look at Earl Campbell, man.
Could
I
barely
love
walk.
Earl Campbell. He walk around on a little scooter and
Could
stuff like
barely
that.
walk, yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
and I always give praise to people like I think it was Robert Johnson. I think his name was Robert. He played for the Vikings. He's a running back for Viking.
Yeah, Robert
Taylor-
Smith.
Robert Smith, right. He quit while he was still good.
Young.
Emmett Smith, he quit. Not Emmett Smith. What's the
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders when he did young.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson. That's amazing to do that when you see so many people stay so long, a little too long.
But you can do that when you set for life.
When the money's
When you
right.
get the big money.
When the money's
Guys
right.
in my position, you gotta play. You gotta play till the wheels fall off.
Right.
You
Or-
know what
or
I mean?
knees and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, damn.
And so you talking about getting shots. My last year with the Cardinals, I took 7 to 8 shots every Sunday just to play,
Wow.
and that's minimum.
And those shots, people don't realize those shots are just like they're not really healing you. They just keeping
So
the,
you
the
can go
pain,
play.
right? That pain away. Trust me, them nerve endings are still working inside of there. They ain't been healed
So
properly.
see, back when I played,
and your years was what? Just so people know the years.
so I retired in 06.
06,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So back when I played, it wasn't no concussion protocol.
Right.
Do this type of stuff here. It
Right.
was can you play or can you not play?
Right.
And I remember in 2002 against the Giants in Dallas, I banged my head on the turf, and I was just as dizzy and woozy. It's the fourth quarter.
Right.
We got one punt return left, and I'm like, golly, I couldn't see nothing. But I knew if I didn't do it, the next guy would do it, and if he scores, I might get cut.
That's what I was going to ask you too. The fear of that.
Yeah.
Of getting your butt back in there after you know you're hurt.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of players do that.
Yeah,
like
because-
damn near broke up on the sidelines and still going in there.
Guys like Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, they ain't got to worry about that. They're big name guys.
Okay.
Guys like myself worry about that because
Well, hold on, big name guys. So because they have proven themselves on the field already.
no, because their contracts won't let them get cut.
Hold up.
Salary cap.
And
hits.
what does that? What does that mean? I've heard of salary cap. What does that really
So
mean?
you account so much against the cap. So let's say that you sign for $60 million
Okay.
with $40 million guaranteed.
Right.
Well, so much of that is going to hurt the cap. So if I get cut or you get cut, the team still owes you that money. So why would I cut you and still owe you $40 million?
Right, but the cap is what? So every team gets a certain amount, and it's like y'all worth $200 million per year. You can doll out. Now you can choose how you want that. Is that what the cap is?
So
If you
the
go
cap
past
is all
that-
the same for every team. It's all
Okay.
about how they use it. So they'll cut a player, they'll bring a player in, they'll trade a player.
But how does a team get a cap? The price, the money. How does that level it? What
I don't know
market
what
you
the-
in? Or like you know what I'm saying?
I think the cap now is $229 million per team. I think it is.
Okay, something like so.
Yeah,
There is
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's a cap.
And it's up to you as a GM or whatever to. I'm willing to pay him $40 million, him $12 million, him $1 million to make it fit into that
to
money.
make it fit.
And you're saying that the cap is, you can't go over it.
You can't go over
You
it.
can't go over it. So you got to cut people down. If I'm trying to get this guy to come in and he wants $40 million, but we only got $30 million left, I got to find $10 million worth to get rid
So
of.
what you can do is you go to one of your big name guys. Hey, let's restructure your
I've heard that.
deal. So we'll still give you all your money, but we're gonna spread it out a little more. You see what I'm saying? Or we're guaranteeing you more right now, so we can get this kid signed or guy signed.
Nice. Okay.
But they do that to help them out, but they won't help you out when you need it.
give me what you mean. Okay.
So, for example-
I get their side.
So, for example, when you ball out and you want the big money, they won't pay you. So then you hold out. But when you don't play well, they'll come to you for a pay cut.
Oh. Some dirty motherfuckers. See that? What you
It's
watch on
dirty.
Sunday? What you watch on
It's
Sunday?
dirty.
Some dirty shit going down on Sunday.
It's dirty, but it's a good livelihood too. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, because
you know,
the amount of money is in it. Yeah.
well, the most I made a week was $30,000 a week.
Oh,
you know.
nigga, you from Little Rock, nigga.
Right,
Okay,
right,
that's
right.
a lot of money.
So what I'm saying, but
the most I've ever
but
made.
that's
Shit.
still minimum wage. See, I was one of the minimum wage brothers.
minimum wage $30,000.
That was back in
When they do
05.
that? Damn.
That was back in 05.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Wow. Okay. So that's a salary cap. Now I'm getting that part of it and stuff. And if a person's hurt, you still get paid because what says guaranteed? Let's say 40 million is guaranteed out of the 60 million. So what's the 20 million? How does that work? The 40 million is paid up to a certain point, and then you can go a little further for the 20 million.
So when they guarantee you, so say you got 40 million, up to 20 of it's guaranteed.
Okay.
So let's go back to a couple of football players who got in trouble,
Okay.
like, you know,
Sure.
doing stuff where you used to get big signing bonuses, where you would sign and they'll give you 15 million right now.
Right.
But now they'll do what's called guarantees.
heard
So
of that.
instead of giving you all of it right now, because you go out there and you fight some dogs or you do something stupid, you got that money. Now they got to go back to you and get their money. But if they guarantee you the money, so they'll say 5 million March 1st. They'll say another million June 1st. Another 5 million December the 1st. In case you do something stupid in that time, they
Nice.
got your money.
Wow.
Now you got to go fight them for your money. They ain't got to come fight you for that money.
So the money's guaranteed. It's just not gonna come out at one time.
At one
you gotta
time.
get it at a
Right,
certain time.
right.
Wow.
Right.
And you think that happened because a lot of players messed around and did some?
A lot of players doing stupid stuff, man.
Now, would that happen to you? Let's say I got that money guaranteed, at 5 million, and then the 1 million next month, and then whatever, 5 million, and I get hurt, like fucked up, like really hurt, like say they break my knee or something.
Mm-hmm.
Do they start saying, "Oh, we don't know how long you're gonna
What's
last with that money
guaranteed?
back"?
What's guaranteed is guaranteed.
Okay.
You won't get the extra money.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
The rest
40
of your contract.
Okay, so
Yeah,
20 million is
yeah,
guaranteed,
yeah.
but the other 20 million is not.
Right.
And they will they just give you the 20 million and cut you and say, man, we get you
No,
know.
I still give them to you at the same time. So that March 1st, June 1st, whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm going to give you an example of a guy that got hurt in 02. I don't want to say his name because we talked about this. But he actually broke his neck in one of our practices. He broke his neck 2 weeks before his 4 million bonus was due.
I don't believe
Right?
you.
Yeah.
You say you talked about this where?
We talked about it.
Who's we?
Me and him.
Oh, you and him. I
Yeah,
know you got a
yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
I'm on your podcast. Don't come on my podcast holding shit back.
And
now,
we
homie.
did. You know what?
Don't
You
do
know
that to
what?
me,
You
man.
know what? I'm going to
Don't
say his
do that.
name.
Yeah.
I'm going to say his name.
Yeah, you good people.
Because it's
man.
on my podcast too. So Rocket Ishmael.
Oh, I remember
Rocket.
I remember him.
Yeah.
Rocket Ishmael.
Yes.
Damn.
So
Okay.
Rocket was due $4 million to be on the roster by the first game. He broke his neck 2 weeks prior. Jerry ain't paying him that money. But what Jerry did
Jones.
do was give him his yearly salary. And he didn't have to, but he did.
For how?
That year?
Oh, that year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you hurt, man, that's the worst thing you can do is get hurt because now all the paperwork comes in. And you got to go through all the fine print, man. It's a dirty game.
Let me ask you: are there a lot of foul agents out there that you know? Because in comedy, you know, sometimes
yeah.
you don't know what you're getting, and at the end you're like, man, you know, the devil's in the detail. And we, you know, somebody, no disrespect, somebody coming from Little Rock who got a 1.5 GPA ain't gonna know what that contract.
Hey, man, my
was. So-
GPA ended up being a 2.8.
Okay, that still ain't for that big ass contract. You wasn't ready for that, okay? There was some words that I said that they said it to turn it into the seventh of the player or seventh. But so you gotta mention it. But there's some stories of some dirty agents, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
got a ball player and he thought he was signing one thing and then turned around and didn't get what he thought he was
Well,
gonna
not
get.
so much as that. It's so much as the off the field deals. The off the field deals. That's where they get you at.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got some dirty people out there, man.
Okay, let me tell you how I met this gentleman first. Let me go back a little bit. I moved to Dallas right after 9/11, which was September 2001. And I'm not quite sure if it was right around that time or right the year after, but whatever it was. I mean, it couldn't be a whole year because I only stayed there for 1 year. I'm at a club, partying, having a good time, man. You know, bottle flowing. I had hair back then. Shit was good. Life was lovely. And I'm at the club drinking, and I saw this square sitting in the corner, standing in the corner, with a suit on. No, I'm fucking with you. Now I saw this brother sitting there. He said, "Yo, I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan of you." And I was like, "All right, cool. We talking." But your personality was so dope, and you were like, "I'm playing for the Cowboys now." I was like, "Oh shit!" And you said, "Yo, let's hang out, man. I'm about to go to Emmitt Smith's house." Remember he said, I guess he wanted the new players to come around and get to meet each other, get to know each other. So I was like, man, all right, cool. I didn't know who you were, but I was willing to take the chance. Like, okay, shit. I mean, I don't remember your number being on the, on the field, but it was all good. So I think I picked you up or whatever. We rode together. We went there. He lived right in the middle of Dallas. And I remember the house and knocked on the door. The door opens up. And I remember, I will say this story, a little girl came up to me. She was about 4 years old. She had a face that I could just recognize. I was like, she looked familiar. Didn't like Emmitt Smith, but I was like, she looked. She had She had little ears popping and stuff. I was like, who is that little girl? So I go upstairs. You laughing because you know, right? I was like, this girl look like somebody I know. Like exactly like somebody I know. And I go upstairs and I met, and I knew Pat a little bit. Pat, South Wall's in there. I kept South Hall. And that was Martin Lawrence's ex-wife.
Yeah, Jasmine. Well, the daughter was Jasmine.
Yeah, right. But
the wife is
Pat.
Yeah, Pat.
Right.
Patricia, yeah.
Right. And that was little Martin. I could tell she looked just like Martin. It's cute, cute as she could be. So we go upstairs. I meet Emmett. He was really nice. We had a good time, man. I was like, man, I remember some fine women in Dallas. Oh, wait. I'm glad I escaped Dallas. But I remember meeting some honeys up there, and it was cool. And you were really down to earth, man, and we had a good time. And I could feel you had that new vibe. Was it your first year? Was it your first year?
I just made my first team. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you was at the party eating all kind of foods. I was like, nigga, you don't have to worry about it. I'll take that home. You putting cheese in his pocket and shit. Man. I don't know, are you from Arkansas? Nigga? What's wrong with you, man? Chill. You could tell you was happy in there. But we had a good time. And so yeah, you wound up playing for him that year, and I couldn't wait to watch you play every game from then on, man. It was good. Now, how was it feeling? Because that was like America's team. You know, there's people to this day are diehard Dallas fans. Every year Dallas is going to the Super Bowl to their asses and shit. Every year, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm one of them.
Are you one of them? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So your heart's been hurt for a while.
For a long time.
Yeah. I used to be a Dallas Cowboy fan back when Danny White and Roger Staubach played, and when I think in 1977 when Tony Dorsett first started. But about the time they started winning all them Super Bowls back to back in the early 90s, they were getting cocky and all that kind of
92 and 3, and then 95.
Yeah, around that time, I was like, all right, y'all acting foolish with it. But whatever the case may be. So how was it being drafted but playing for the Cowboys? I mean, that was a big deal.
Actually, I came from arena football too.
Okay.
Arena football too, where you get paid $200 a week,
Damn.
and $250 if you win. No insurance.
Hell no.
Yeah,
No
but I was trying to get back in there because I had bounced around from every league, man. So being cut, and so actually the Cowboys came and scouted me, and I played 12 games that year for the Arkansas Twisters. I had 1,500 yards, 37 touchdowns.
Oh, nice.
So the Cowboys in Miami came out to scout me. The Cowboys signed me. And I went down there, man, and I just recall, this is my last chance probably. And I went down to laser focus. And I remember I made one catch. Now, mind you, I'm a big Emmitt Smith fan and Michael Irvin fan, you know. And I'm in a meeting with Emmitt Smith, and I'm sitting like, this is my partner in my head.
Your head, of course.
Like Emmitt's right there in front of me.
Sure.
Well, I made one good catch in practice, man, and he got up and went and cut the light on and said, hey, this new kid just got here. I don't know who he is, but he balling.
Nice.
And I'm sitting there like, Emmitt talking about me.
Right, sure.
Emmitt talking about. And from that point on, man, my confidence just shot up.
How old were you around that time? Just
I was 25.
Okay, 25 year old.
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
And I just got to make a name for myself. And that year I made All-Pro. I almost made the Pro Bowl.
So you a kick returner?
Kick returner and punt returner.
A punt returner, right. I remember that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Uh-huh.
And that year, let everybody tell it, including Emmitt, that I was the only instant offense that year.
I can see that.
Yeah.
When you got that ball, yeah.
Yeah, I was balling that first year. And then you got to come back the next year and make the team. And I made it. But in my third year, I made the team on a second touchdown in the preseason. And then I got traded.
Okay, but let me go back to the Cowboys. So you and the Cowboys, you know, that team, even if they're not winning, they still have the cachet of being America's Sweet. Yeah. So you're there, around them white folks loving you, you know what I'm saying? You're playing for
right.
Come on, I can. I lived in Dallas, and I know how it is. How did you you weren't married at the time, if I recall.
No, I was dating my wife.
You were dating your wife.
Yeah.
How are you, as a young man, 25 years old, playing for the Cowboys, how are you able to block? You know what I'm saying? Block all the extra. Because I wasn't blocking. I was catching. Okay? I didn't watch it. I ain't going to front, okay?
Man, it was very hard.
I can imagine.
Very hard, man. Because you playing for America's team, wherever you go, you are a celebrity. You know what I mean? And so you get, like in Dallas, everything is free to us.
Yes.
And we was losing back then. So
Yes.
I can imagine what they're getting now.
What's that called? The ranch or something? What's that called where everybody live at?
Yeah, Valley Ranch.
Valley Ranch. Yeah, I remember that. Go ahead.
Well, they out there now in Frisco.
Okay.
Yeah, but
okay.
Valley Ranch.
Like
I mean, it was just crazy when you're a Cowboy. Everybody knows you.
Yeah.
I'm in Walmart and I'm got one touchdown. You know,
Oh, no.
people recognizing like,
yeah.
Reggie Swinton. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
diehard fans down here,
Yeah.
man.
It was definitely a different vibe than any other league, anything else you played
Yeah.
before.
Oh,
It
but
had to
look.
be.
So whenever we traveled, wherever we went, we get off the bus, the hotel packed with fans.
Yeah.
Everywhere. So I thought every team
Groupies.
was like that, right? I get to Detroit and we go. Our first game was in Chicago. Get to the hotel and get off that bus. 3 people.
Well, they were Detroit Lions
3
at the
people.
time. Yeah, it's a different time.
I get to Arizona, 2.
Yeah.
And they both wanted Larry Fitzgerald autograph. That's it.
Hell no. Hell no. No,
So when you're a Cowboy, it's different.
I can imagine all the. I remember. I'm gonna tell you this. I remember going to a club called Prime Time. You know, I was doing comedy there.
It got changed to Blackberry.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But when I went there, it was Prime Time, and it was called Prime Time because Prime Time, Deion Sanders ran it, and he was real good friends with Irving, Michael Irvin at the time. And there used to be a long line to get in that thing every Friday, Saturday night. Long line, like 50, 60 people always in line. And I got in there, and, I'm going to say it. This is what it is. They had a boom boom room, let's say. It's a room with a couch in it, let's say, and a bed, let's say. And some people got to see Prime Time. Some people got to see. Ain't no nigga. Shit, it is what it is. Okay. I know a couple girls went Prime Time. I was like, damn. I've always wanted a club like that. I'm trying to build this right here to have an extra room in the back.
I don't know about that.
Okay. I ain't saying you, but I'm trying to find a room. Can we knock a wall down and put a bed back here? No. But I'm just saying the fandom, the craziness. People just wanted Cowboys so bad. You know what I'm saying? Be around it. I remember that. I mean, everywhere we go, Cowboy stuff. They were diehard fans. Now there's other places like Philadelphia got some diehard fans, but it's a different feel. It's more of a grungy. Bottom. I hate to say it, but in the comments, bottom of the barrel fan. Where Cowboys was just glitter and glamorous and everything. Perfect,
everything.
So to get caught up in that could be oof.
Man, we go out to eat and our meals get paid for by fans.
Is that crazy?
I mean, they just want to say they did something for a Cowboy.
Wow.
And it was just the greatest feeling in the world, man. That's why the 5 years I played, I didn't savor the moment. Because so many good things happened to me in them 5 years, but I was living that fast life, man. Just trying to get used to meeting guys like you who I just seen in movies. I come from Little Rock. I'm meeting you. I'm meeting Brubman, Cheryl Underwood, and hanging out with y'all. This is not supposed to happen to me, but it did, and look where we are now.
Right. Sure.
So it's just times like that, man, that I certainly appreciate.
Now, what's the story about you and Emmett, the smack that's heard around the world? Because a couple people told me about it, and I was like, no, I want to have Reggie tell me what really went down.
The Emmitt Smith fight.
Yeah.
This big, man.
Oh, okay.
So remember I told you earlier about learning all the positions?
Sure.
We're playing Carolina in 2002. Now, Emmitt's close to breaking Walter Payton's record.
Remember that.
Now, let me kind of preface by saying this. Emmett and I are cool now.
Yeah.
We're cool now, all right?
All right.
But let me tell you what happened. So that week, Rocket and Joy were hurt, and I hadn't done these certain positions since August. Well, we in there on Friday before the game on Sunday, and I got to do all 4 spots, but I had forgot a couple of them. So they called a play, and I ran in, and I was supposed to win out, and Quincy Carter threw the ball, and they got picked off by Pat Dennis, and I come back to the huddle, and my receiver coach, learn your shit, dog. I'm like, Coach, my bad. Learn your shit, dog. Coach, you see Jerry Jones over there?
Right.
Please, Coach, my bad.
Right.
Learn your shit, dog. So now I'm pissed off.
Right.
So I get in the huddle, took off my helmet. I bend down, get me a towel, wipe my face. He beside me in the huddle. Learn your shit and shut up, dude.
That's what Emmett says.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So now I'm mad. Now, I turned around and said, man, fuck you.
What you should have said.
I turned back around. I threw the towel, and out of nowhere, he slapped me in the back of my damn head so hard, man. I'm talking about I seen little blue stars. My teeth was gritty.
Because you had a helmet on?
No, I took it off.
Right.
I had a ball fake. Right. And I turned
All that
around,
meat back
man,
there.
and I locked up with it. The one thing I'm going to say, Emmitt Smith strong.
Oh, yeah. He one of the Florida boys.
Yeah, he's strong, man. So we tussled, man. No punches were thrown, but we kind of wrestled for a while.
Right.
I slipped, went down on the ground.
You slipped?
I slipped because it was muddy, wet, raining.
All right.
Right. So I slipped.
I'm going to get Emmett on the show.
And when I'm down on my back, he took his cleats and stepped on my stomach.
You're supposed to.
For a year, I had a size 8 cleat mark in my stomach.
Oh, size 8?
Yeah.
Little foot ass. He should have his shoes hanging on the rearview mirror like baby shoes. Size 8, 11.5 right here, blam. Okay.
And so everybody comes to break us up, and I'm trying to get at him. And everybody, is grabbing me. Because he cool, but I'm not.
Right.
I'm trying to get at him.
Hell
so
yeah.
then when Larry Allen grabbed me, I couldn't move.
Big boy, yeah.
Now, Larry don't talk. Larry dip all the time. Larry's like, calm down. You fighting the wrong motherfucker. Calm down. No, fuck that, man. He put his hands on me. So they sent me in the locker room because I wasn't no more good. I go in the locker room. I got to tell you this story. I go in the locker room. I sit in my locker. Practice still going on. And I take off all my clothes. I'm just sitting there, birthday suit, mad, just sitting there. The team walks in, and he walks in, and I just stare at him the whole time, walking to his locker.
You mad? You
I want to
fuming.
go get him, man. I want to go get him so
But
bad.
you naked though. Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm butt naked, man.
do that bad.
So everybody looking at me like, what he gonna do? They trying to make sure I don't go over there and get him or go
Right.
talk to him. The whole team, they showered, left. I'm still sitting there,
Damn.
hot, mad.
Emmett had left too.
He had left too.
Woo.
I'm mad at the goddamn wall now.
I see.
So I finally go home, and my girl, this was so crazy about it. So my girl, my wife named Patricia as well.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in the house, she like, so why you fighting Emmett? Why you fighting me?
Well, how'd you hear about that?
Because his wife called her and told her about it.
Wow.
Yeah. So then that Sunday in the pregame, this is where I really lost it, P. Sunday in pregame, you come out the tunnel and everybody cheering for you. Well, now I'm the bad guy. So I come out of the tunnel. Boo!
The word that got
this,
around.
This was
Damn.
before social media.
Right.
Because the news station that morning, Channel 11, were doing pregame and talked about it real bad, real long. Made me look bad. This young second-year guy fighting Emmett, finna break Walter Payton record, yada, yada, yada. So they booed me. And the whole game, the entire pregame, they booed me. Messed up my head. Well, Emmett seen that. So last thing we do was we run down 1, 2, 3 Cowboys and run in. Well, he grabbed me, hugged me at midfield. Everybody seen it, you know. Yay.
Right. Good.
But at that point, mentally, I was gone.
You still pissed off?
Because they booed me. I've never been booed in my life, man.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I wasn't no comedian on stage getting booed.
Right.
This
I
is,
don't know that either. Look at me for. Shit. The fuck you talking about?
but no, we cool now though, man.
Right. Did how was the rest of the year with playing with Emmett then? Was y'all cool after that?
Well,
Was it
2 weeks later, I got benched.
okay?
So I didn't touch the ball again the rest of the year in 2002.
Wow.
And then I got traded in 03. So I fought the wrong person.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
you see, fucking with Emmett, get your
But
ass.
you can't put your, be a leader. Just don't put your hands on me. Because
Right.
I'm from Little Rock. You know, I wasn't no banger, but you
Right.
know.
Right, I feel you.
You know, I
feel you.
fight.
I feel you.
Yeah, I
Touching.
fight.
But yeah, I definitely agree. But you know, I don't know the demographic. I mean, the camaraderie amongst players and stuff like that. I get it sometimes. You know, like I don't like people yelling at me. You know what I'm saying? But you know, in the league, it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and somebody people put their hands on, slap them, you know, whatever. I feel you on that. But you know, I guess it's a different lifestyle or a different thing happens on the with players that you just an average person just don't understand.
You'll be amazed at how many players don't get along in the same team.
Oh, and I wouldn't
It's
be
like
amazed. I wouldn't be
going to
amazed.
work.
Shit.
It's like going to work.
Yeah.
You got people you work with you just don't like.
Right, sure. I can
But
see
for
that.
us on Sundays, we got to work together
Right.
because if you mess up, I could get cut.
Right.
Or if
Ooh.
I mess up, you can get cut.
Yeah.
So we got to become one on Sundays.
Right.
But you'll find that teams that with players that really just they bond and get along, those teams win. Normally, losing teams got a bunch of bickering going on like
I
females.
can see it.
Yeah.
I saw a video one time on YouTube where they showed a compilation of players fighting each other in the locker room after the game.
Yeah.
It was on and popping.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen some shit like that before?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Not well doing practice.
Okay, during practice.
practice, yeah.
But you because I can feel somebody mess up during the game and they'll lose the whole game on some BS. When you get back in that room, you know, because now they're doing a little bit more. They showing the sideline. People cuss each other on the sidelines and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, coaches and players. And it's hard because what I don't like when people say, calm down, whatever. But you're an aggressive sport already.
Right,
You're already
right.
an aggressive sport.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I wanted. I'm gonna get into that in a second. But give me the overall look of feel of Jerry Jones, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I got extra pissed with the kneeling situation. You talking about anybody gonna kneel on my team, blah, 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 blah. I still feel like I was a slave owner move and stuff. I understand it, but it just felt like coming from him, it was a cocky thing to say, an arrogant thing to say.
I'm gonna tell you why come I like Jerry.
Okay.
You know, I've been around a lot of teams, and seen
Okay.
a lot of owners.
Sure.
Jerry is the only owner that would come in the locker room and talk to any player. Didn't care whether he was Emmitt Smith or a practice squad guy.
Okay.
He talked to every single player. He wanted to know you and about your family. Every owner wasn't like that. The Cardinals owner came in the locker room one time, and my locker was right beside Larry Fitzgerald. He came and sat right between us, didn't say a word to me.
Right.
Didn't say a word to me. That's not how Jerry is. Jerry
Right.
I guess Jerry thing is I'm paying you, I want to know you.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why come I like Jerry, because he was personal.
Okay. But you understand what the rep he
I
gets.
understand,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I
From the outside
understand.
looking in.
Yeah.
You know, one thing, he must be doing something right. He's still the owner for all, you know, as long as he's been an owner, probably 30 years with the team. But still, some people still feel like, hey, you can own me, but I mean not own me, but you own the team, but you don't own me. And I think when he did the Kaepernick thing, if you were still playing, would you have kneeled?
It depends. It depends on
If Jerry was calling you or not?
No. It depends on your salary.
If you were going, it would have depended on your salary if you would have kneeled.
Because here's the thing, you got a family to take care of, man. And if you kneel and get cut, you might not get picked back up.
Sure.
So you can throw your job away. Now, I do feel the guys with bigger names should have, because Jerry couldn't do nothing to them. Dak Prescott's, Zeke, he can't cut them. He couldn't cut them.
Right.
Because he would have owed them a lot of money.
Right.
And they'd have went somewhere else and got some more money. They'd be getting 2 checks.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
that makes sense.
So the guys in my shoes, they couldn't afford to.
How do you feel on social media when you hear people say, I don't give a damn? Again, you said they ain't playing.
Yeah,
They ain't playing. Right. So y'all on social media be talking that shit about, if it was me, I'd have kneeled. Fuck Jerry
That's
Jones.
called Monday morning quarterback. You have no clue what goes on.
Tell it to the people, okay? That's your camera right there. Tell it to the people right there.
Look, if you're
right.
making $15,000 a week,
Right.
you cannot afford to take a knee.
Right. Yeah,
Take a knee at home.
I heard
You know,
that.
watch the replay and kneel then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No,
But you can't risk your family.
Because I feel like, again, and I like what you just said. Well, it makes sense. He wants to get to know everybody. I feel like he always meddling in everybody's business, though. He knows everything about every player. You know, if there's something happened with a player, he's going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, when Bill Parcells came in, though, Bill Parcells kind of cut that out in 03. Bill, when he came in, we didn't see Jerry as much. Now, he traded me week 5, but before he traded me,
Right, first 5
we
weeks.
rarely seen Jerry. But my first 2 years, we seen Jerry as much as we seen the coaches.
So the coach of the clout of Parcells can tell almost the owner, like, bro, don't come down here.
Jerry took me out of a game from the press box.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
Yeah.
He
We
saw
was
you
playing
doing
Detroit.
something, right?
Now, playing Detroit, I got hurt in the second quarter. I sprained my ankle. But I got to suck it up and go play. Because if I don't, you come in and you run one back, my job gone.
Right.
I get in third quarter, but I couldn't really run. And so, next thing I know, Joey Galloway comes on the field doing punt return and tell me off the field. I'm like, no, man, go, I got it. He says, get off the field. I walked to the side, like, Coach, what the fuck, man? He was like,
Really?
I knew what that meant. The phone call was made downstairs. Get him out of there, put the millionaire in there.
But is it fair because you weren't being productive or what?
That should be a coach's decision.
Exactly. And that's why some people don't like Jerry Jones, because he
Yeah.
think like he's the coach.
Yeah, that's
you know what
a
I'm saying.
coach's
He makes a
decision.
lot of decisions that he's not there. He might sit down and say nice stuff to you, nice and easy, and get back out, but he's not there on a day-to-day, hearing what you telling the coaches about your life, how you feel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that is one of the things I don't like about that he does. I think he just intermingles himself in stuff that he doesn't really know the nuances and he knows the business part of
Right.
it. He doesn't know it. But the coach. But okay, if you were a coach, would you pull you out?
No.
Why not?
It's my job to tell you if I can't play or not. Plus, in my position, I can't afford not to play.
But if you're not playing top, if you ain't running a 4-4, you got a 6-2
But I was
and shit
still-
with just ankle.
When you get back deep, catching punts is hard.
Okay.
Okay. Not everybody can go back there and catch a punt.
know that's right.
Right?
I know
So
that's right.
if you got a guy that's going to guarantee the catch, you want field possession, right? But you want to get that ball first.
Okay. Right. Makes sense.
If I ain't catching that ball, the next person may get back there and fumble it.
So you felt you the best ball catcher?
Yes.
All right.
In 5 years, I only dropped 2 punts to hit my hand.
Really?
Yeah. Under all that pressure.
Right.
And one of them wasn't my fault.
Have you ever been hit? I've seen this in files. Have you ever been hit when you, what do you call it, fair caught it? And
No.
Because I've seen people smash some people.
Boy, I
man.
got hit on a kick return against the Eagles, September 19, 2002.
And what happened?
Sheldon Brown tore my ass up.
Woo!
Twice. Same
might
game,
go-
same dude.
We might have to go down on YouTube. There.
Oh, it's all on Facebook.
Damn.
It's in my phone.
The pain is that much, or the memories?
September 19, 2002.
Boy, a day you won't forget.
Went to a commercial, came back, I was still down trying to catch my breath.
That was the hardest hit you've been
I'm
hit?
looking for you, Sheldon, to this day.
heard
We
that.
played them the next year.
Okay.
Because I was in Detroit.
Okay.
We played them. I spent the whole game chasing dude around.
What do you mean?
Trying to get my lick back
Oh.
from the year before.
Okay, if someone else caught the ball, then you'd go, because you're an offensive player. So
Yes, he's on defense.
Right, so you had to wait for someone else to catch the ball, then you went to look for him.
No, he was the damn DB. So I have to go out there and block him.
Oh, when you play wide receiver. Okay, you
Yeah,
play
wide receiver.
Okay,
Yeah.
you play- there you go. Okay, I'm
So
thinking of
the
return.
next, I spent the whole game in Detroit
yeah.
chasing that dude around.
And I've noticed that a lot too. the wide receiver and the cornerback, they get into it, man.
All the time.
What's his name? Jalen Ramsey? He
Yeah.
a fool with his shit.
Yeah, he physical, man. He
damn.
physical. He's good.
Who's the most physical guy you went against?
Al Harris.
I don't know Al Harris.
Al Harris played for the Eagles in 2001. Man, he did me something bad. Boy, he did me something. Caught me off guard. And he jammed me all the way to my bench.
Oh,
and
that's
then set me
embarrassing.
down on the bench.
That's embarrassing.
Busted my lip. All this was gone.
That's embarrassing.
He got under my chin and busted my mouth, set me down, and made me look real bad in the film.
Yeah.
I ain't weigh but 170 pounds, though.
I know, that's right.
I was a little bitty dude.
I saw that. I thought you was a tailback. Every time you went on the field, the coach said, "Man, bring your tail back. Man, you're too small. Get the hell back out of here. This is grown man playing, okay? Okay, you're the wrong. You need to be an HBCU team, man. Come on, get on back here, man." But you made it, man. That's incredible to be that small and make it in the league, and wide receiver, and you should always be proud of that. Let me ask you about the mental health of players. I feel like that is really a heavy situation. Like Antonio Brown right now. Do you understand what he's going through, or do you think he's just a wild dude that just happened to be in the league, or do you think the league turned it to him?
But I think the money just showed who he really is. But
Okay.
I think he still has a few issues.
Okay.
The mental health part of it is crazy because I went through counseling during COVID. I needed it because I was mentally gone. All the injuries, all the headaches, all the pressures. It makes you. I understand why players commit suicide. I don't condone it. I've been there. Had a gun in my head.
Really?
In 2011, yeah. Because the pressures, man, when you retire and the lifestyle, you just don't have it no more.
Right.
Some people can't deal with it, man.
Sure,
For me, it was the injuries and all the pain I went through. I didn't want to live anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so it took me a while to get some help, but I got some help, and today I'm a lot better person.
The league doesn't give y'all help? You just not think you can go? The league doesn't set up something
Yeah,
for you?
so your insurance is good 5 years after you retire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't seek help in that time, but I finally got help in 2020.
Okay.
And mentally, like I'm so much in a better place now because of
Sure.
that. But I was messed up, man.
Do you think? Do players? Why didn't you take? Is it you didn't notice that you had a problem, like when you were playing, and that 5 years after, you didn't know in that time that something was wrong with you?
We're taught not to be vulnerable, man. We're taught to be tough.
Yeah.
Don't show no signs of like right now. My shoulder is hurting. I got surgery next month.
Right.
It's been hurting for 5 or 6 years. I'm just now getting help because we've been taught to, man, fight through that bullshit, man. You're a
Right.
football player. You don't go check your shoulder out. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's so many guys like that.
Sure. Well, I just can't now. That really sets it into
Yeah.
perspective. Like, don't be weak. Don't be weak with it
Because they ask you, you hurt or you injured. If you hurt, you can still play.
if you're
But if you're injured, you can't. That's like a broken bone. You can't play. But if you hurt, like I played through so many injuries. That's
Is
why
the
I got
pre-
them shots.
right, sure. Is the pressure from your other teammates or also the coaches?
It's pressure for your job.
But who's the one telling you, man, you can get through that, man? You all right? Don't trip.
Well, some trainers will say, you okay, or they'll tell the coach that he's okay.
Who was that? Who just went through that? They said he stayed out. He said, I ain't getting in. I'm hurt and I ain't playing. I think it was a basketball player.
Antonio Brown. And that's why come he walked off the field with Tampa, because he told them he was hurt,
Right.
and they tried to force him to go play. They will do that, man. They will
But
try
I
to
thought
force
Antonio
you.
Brown was a situation where they let him play because he about to make some more catches to get his bonus. of
Well, that
$300,000.
too, but it was still an injury that they was. It's so much in that story, but yeah, they'll try to make you play. But now on the bonus part, I've seen this happen where if your contract is incentive based, if your team ain't making the playoffs, they'll make sure you don't get that incentive. Like let's say
Right, I get that.
Let's say you need 50 catches to get $100,000, right?
Right.
You had 46 catches, last game of the season, no playoffs. They will purposely not dress you.
What?
I've seen it happen.
Come on, man. That's man,
I
you
played
should
with a
better sue.
guy. I played with a guy in 2002 in Dallas. Now this name I won't say because he don't want this out there. He needed one pancake block. Now pancake blocks mean I go up to you and I block you and you fall.
Right.
That's one block. Well, I can come to you pregame, like, hey, man, hey, look, man, I'm come out here and block you, fall down. You fall down, I give you 10 grand, right? So to avoid that happening, we get to the stadium that day, he ain't dressed.
Oh, wow.
So how you find out you dressing is you show up, walk in the locker room, and if your stuff is at your locker, then you dressing. If it's not at your locker, you ain't dressing. He needed one block for $500,000.
You bullshit.
They didn't dress him out, so he couldn't get that $500,000.
But and that's he knew that deliberately. That's what they were doing.
We all knew it then. Once we saw him, he wasn't hurt.
How does he feel? How did he feel about that? Like, would you want to quit the team?
And
like
then
that,
you
man?
can do.
Why? Come on.
It's
don't
a
do that.
business.
Wow.
It's a business.
There it is.
See,
I
to
like that
people,
one.
it's a game.
Right.
Like people say, y'all going to practice. No, we're going to work. We're going at 7. We leave at 5. It's a job. But to people, it's going to practice for 2 hours and y'all go home. We work our ass off. Film room, we study film all day long, walkthroughs, lunch, practice, weights. It's a full-time job.
Wow.
That's what people don't get.
Right. They don't, and people just don't know that. Like you said, the mental pressure and the mental abuse. You know,
We don't get no free time. We don't get no free time.
and to take that to your home during the break. Mm-hmm. I'm quite sure. You mentioned suicide, domestic abuse with kids or women and stuff, because you're such aggressive in the way you're scared for you're
Right.
playing next year. You're going to play, but plus they pump you up to be so aggressive and be a fighter and a killer basically on that field. It's hard to cut that off. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
hard.
I know
It's
a couple of people who are for boxers who are known, they ain't slapped their wife before. You know what I'm saying? It's just that aggressive. You talk, something to me. To ask somebody who is pushed to be aggressive all the time to be not aggressive, to turn it on and off is hard. We're human beings.
It's hard for some
I'm
people.
quite sure some women gonna be like, I don't give a damn. He better not put his hands on me. I get it. Best don't date a flower maker, so a flower arranger or something like that. Okay, because it is that. That mental thing is crazy, and it took you until recently to just realize that.
2020. But since I did that, my whole life changed. I mean, complete turnaround.
Okay.
From where I was mentally, financially, to where I am now mentally and financially.
Okay.
I didn't have the drive to want to do what I'm doing now, do this. I would just get by day to day.
Okay.
Now my ambition is different. That's because I got help.
And do you reach back to other players and maybe tell them, hey, I remember let's talk about it?
Well, when I was going through it, I was documenting everything on Facebook, telling people, hey, there's people out there that you're afraid to go get help, you're embarrassed. It's mainly black people.
Wow. Yeah,
if you need help, get it, because it helps you.
Right.
Because I can't be good to my wife or to my kids, my grandbaby, if I'm not good.
Right.
Because they follow me. You know what I mean?
Wow.
They can't move until I move.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I couldn't do nothing until I got help.
Is there something you could tell a young player now in college, if they were listening to you, what you could, is there kind of words to keep their mental together? Because I can see that, man. The money, the pressure of making a team, staying on the team. There's a lot of stuff like that, man.
Well,
people cheering for you, hope you make it. If you don't, you feel like you're let down, all that kind of crazy.
You have to do this for you. So many players feel like, I got to make it for my mom or for my grandmother or for my so-and-so. And they try so hard to make it, they're stressing themselves out. What's for you is for you. You can't say you want to make it to save your mom or save your dad. That sounds good, but that's going to stress you out as a person.
Makes
if you
sense.
ain't good, then you ain't good.
Makes sense.
And so my advice will be, man, do what you're going to do for you. Your parents going to love you regardless. We all want to take care of our parents.
Sure.
But they did their job in raising you. Now it's your job to make sure you're taken care of. And if you can take care of them without being stressed out, then by all means do it. But don't let them make you think you have to.
Okay, that makes sense. Let me bring a couple of players into mind and just tell me what you think of their situation and think of them and how would you feel. Let's do a quick thing of Michael Vick. I mean, he was he's one of the greatest players ever. Do you think there is, I hate to say racism, but like people are jealous of you and want to tear you down because you're that popular? Because that dog situation, trust me, I ain't for the dog fighting, but he ain't the only one done it.
Right,
there's many people done it. And I guess sometimes they want to make an example out of somebody. And I just feel like, do you think something like that? Does he owe an apology to anybody? Does somebody owe him up? Does NFL owe him an apology for the way he kicked him to the curb, kind of?
First of all, I love Mike Vick. Now, what he
too.
did was wrong
Okay.
because I love dogs. But you can go kill humans and won't get what he got.
Right. I know
You know
that's
what I
right.
mean?
Speak on it.
Michael Vick, I don't agree with what he did, but man, what he did, you got to realize this: Michael Vick had everything given to him, like free flights and free suits.
Sure.
He had nowhere to spend his money,
Okay.
so he had to go somewhere where he could spend his money and have fun
Okay.
because everything was given to him. Not excusing what he did,
Sure, I get
but you want to be able to make that money and spend some money. I'm glad Mike Vick did his time and came out and doing well. Came back and played 4 or 5 more years.
Sure.
That's a rarity because black players don't normally get that second chance.
Right.
Not when you do something like that.
Right.
So, we got to thank Coach Dungy for
Mm-hmm.
reaching out to Andy Reid and getting him in Philly. That was big.
Right. So that's how he got. That's how he got the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Vic played well and was able to get in them 4 or 5 more years. So I'm a big fan of Michael Vick, man. I always have been.
So a lot of times it's relationships that can help you get to another team
Yes,
if somebody
yes.
does, and because
All it takes is one coach to like you.
huh?
It takes one coach. Derek Fisher from Little Rock, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody wanted Derek Fisher except for Jerry West. One team wanted him. It was the Lakers or Europe.
Well, okay, that makes sense.
You see what I'm saying? It just take one coach.
Yeah.
Or one
yeah.
person to like you that has power.
Okay. So yeah. All right, let's go with my man Deshaun Watson right now.
Railroaded.
Yeah. Well, easy. Yeah.
Railroaded. I think Houston owes that man. I think Houston has something to do with that.
Okay.
All of a sudden, he wants to be traded. And now these accusations come out about this man that we've never heard before from multiple women at the same time. And then for it not to be found true, he needs to sue their ass and them women too. Because mentally, that's going to be hard to bounce back from.
Oh, without a doubt.
It's going to be hard to bounce back from because wherever he goes, people going to think, man, he's
did
a
it.
rapist.
He might
He
be
really
done
did
it.
it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's hard, man.
Yeah. He's such a great player. So you think as soon as he said he wanted to be traded, he wants to move on?
Oh, yeah.
Because he was in love. I'm not in love, but he really liked the owner, and he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
The owner really wanted to keep him. So I think when the owner passed away, it probably changed the dynamics of the team or people in upper management. And I think that he wanted to leave. And then, like you said, they didn't want him to necessarily leave. Maybe they wanted something else for him. Put him in a different position, not position as far as on the field, but not to be the leader as much or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe that could have been
Let's
it.
go back to what you said earlier. Slave.
Slavery.
They wanted to control him.
Oh.
If you can't control him, then you bring him down. And how do you bring him down? Society is going to believe it when a woman says he raped me. Mike Tyson, Tupac. When they say he got raped, everybody believes it instantly.
Right.
Before you're tried, before
Bill Cosby?
you speak, Bill Cosby. Well, no.
Oh, watch out now. We're going to change
No.
up in here. We're going to change up in here. Whoa.
Dah.
Yeah. You think that might be a little something
Bill
extra?
he had some Jello pudding, didn't he?
Yeah. Pudding popped. But it's funny. I think this, and it's weird. I'm about to get some inboxes. I'm ready for the comments. I think if a woman's lying about accusations, she should get the same
She had to
punishment.
face charges.
Exactly.
She had to face charges.
We ain't got time to play
and
with
the
this kind of
same
stuff.
charges that he was going to face.
Watch out now. You heard that? You heard that? Yeah. Chris Brown just came up with some girl said he tried to rape, slept with her, gave her some pills or whatever. And then they looked at the texts and realized it was consensual or whatever. Yeah. Because once you say, like you said, you call a guy a rapist or something like that. I mean, even if he
It
didn't,
sticks with you.
It still sticks with you. People still
And
feel.
if you come over to a guy's house at midnight or after, you ain't coming to play the PlayStation.
I don't know about that, but hold on. I don't know about that.
If
I don't know about that.
so it's been talked about already. It's been hinted around.
Okay.
So when you show up,
But hold on. It was hinted from you, but what was her response? You know what I'm saying? She might be like, "What you talking about? You crazy? You tripping? Whatever." And then she come over. Then that's not her agreeing.
right?
So you got now. Okay, what's non-raping hours for you then? Okay, shit. What time does non-raping start? Before 9? Before 10? Yeah. The hell you talking about? Come on, midnight. Okay, I guess once the sun go down, she go down. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know about that. I just think no is no, and I'm fine.
Right.
I've had situations where I've gotten girls to my house, and I got undressed, and they were scared. Well, I don't know why, but
Yeah.
they were scared, and they said, "No, sir." And I put my clothes on, and they, let's go home. And I took them back home and said, "I ain't messing with you."
You remember the
It ain't
party you
working.
came to in Little Rock?
I did. I think I did. Oh yeah.
You remember what happened after their party?
Hold on now. Hold on.
So I flew you to my party.
Right, I remember that.
In 2002 or 3. One of the baddest chicks.
Light skinned chick.
Yeah.
She was fine. She still is fine, probably to this day.
Yeah, so this was the chick that every dude in Little Rock had been trying to get with for years, and
Right.
she wasn't going.
Wasn't happening?
Then you fly your butt to Little Rock. I come to the hotel to pick you up the next day to bring you to the airport.
Oh, we didn't do nothing. We just chilled. The hell you talking about? No,
Yeah.
no, sir. No,
and
sir.
she
I'm
walked
a
out
gentleman.
and she walked out of the hotel with him. I'm like, dude, do you know that's like Little Rock's Beyonce?
Right. And she was a beautiful woman. She was a beautiful woman, but I travel a lot of cities.
Yeah.
Back then I was. But no, she was a beautiful woman. No, just because somebody spends the night in my room does not mean I had sex with them. I
Right.
can say that much right there.
Reading the
I'm
Bible,
beyond.
huh?
Well, I can sleep, brother. I can sleep. What we're not going to do is go to jail for some vagina.
Right,
Damn
right,
that.
right.
Okay. That way ain't going to happen. You'll never hear that about me, okay? I'm not taking that. But yeah, I can see, like I said, back to the mental health thing, man. Okay, so what was that? I was going to say something about Colin Kaepernick. Let me ask you about Colin Kaepernick. And I think we already said that. We talked about that. All right, let me get off of this real quick. Oh, here's something. So let me ask you. I see there's really is it 1 or 2 black coaches in football? And there's
2 now.
Right.
Well, 2 and then 1 biracial.
Okay.
Miami hired a guy that they say biracial, but he looks white.
Okay. I think I remember him. I forgot his name.
I forget his name.
Right. But here's my thing. But I think the league is 78% black. Mm-hmm. Don't we think we need a little more black coaches,
But
or do you
see,
see a difference between a
this
black
falls on the players with power.
Oh,
Players with power got to speak up for black coaches. All the players with power quiet.
a lot of Uncle Tom's playing.
They quiet.
A lot of Uncle Tom's playing.
Guys
in
in
the
my
league.
position can't say nothing.
Right. Sure, you get cut. Yeah,
You can't say a word. But guys that's making $10 million a year or more, they can talk and defend Brian Flores.
Right.
They ain't said nothing.
I
That's what disappoints me.
want you to go out there and Google black players that make more than $10 million, $10 million plus, and see who ain't talking. Who ain't
And I always
helping.
said this, man. If I was one of them big name players, because I'm vocal,
Right.
I speak my mind always.
I know you do. You
I
have
would
today.
have been saying some stuff. And I told Warren Sapp, man, look, dude, I used to live through you vocally, because Warren speaks his mind.
Oh yeah, he's a Facebook friend. Shout out to him. Instagram friend. I like him. He's a
Yeah, Warren, good people, man. But I
Yeah.
told Warren, dude, I spoke through you, man, because you said what you felt. Warren right now would have spoke up for that.
I know that's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, and take it the right way, not the wrong way, because I know people look at stuff. Because you said something, and I'm quite sure I know how you're going to answer this. Because you never became a star in the league, do you feel like you're a little bit of a bust, or you didn't reach your potential? Like, do you feel like, damn, I really didn't do it?
I overachieved.
You overachieved.
I overachieved.
Is it because of what? Because where you came from, of Little Rock or something?
Because of what I went through. I mean, how many people can take being cut 9 times and being traded twice? I got traded one time and found out in the newspaper.
Oh yeah,
It wasn't no phone call. I'm reading the paper and I seen where I got traded. That's persistence, man, because that's really, man, degrading to me as a person to not tell me or my agent to trade me away like I'm some piece of meat. You know what I mean?
Like slavery.
Yeah, right. But for me to get in 5 years in the league under everything I went through, 5 years on 5 one-year contracts, never knew where I'd be next year. And then there's guys like Tim Tebow that was a first-round pick that got 3 years in. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
So I
right.
beat the odds.
That makes sense too.
I beat the
Yeah.
odds. You got first-round picks
They didn't last for a couple
who don't
years.
even get their pension. But they were first-round picks. But then a guy like me that wasn't supposed to make it and made some noise.
Right, sure.
Made some noise for a short time.
I'm a fan of yours. I'm just saying how people can think of something. They feel like you got to be a star, the biggest player, to be somebody important in the league. Like, no, man. I mean, or be proud of yourself. You made it in. You made it in the league. That pension, real quick. How do you get a pension? How many years you got to play to get a
So
pension?
now it's 3.
3 years?
But yeah, now it's 3. It was 4 when I played.
Okay.
Right? And 3 games count as 1 full season.
Nice.
So let's say that you don't dress out. You're on the team.
Right.
You in year number 3 or 4. You don't dress, but you're on the team. If you there week 4, that's a full season.
Okay.
So you got that last year in and done nothing. Now, I seen the guy get cut 1 game prior to being eligible.
I was gonna ask you that. I know they probably do some dirty stuff. Like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, there's one guy I know personally.
But why would a team do that? Ain't that about the league paying them? Ain't
No,
the team got to pay them?
the last team you play with is who owe you.
Ain't that about
That's why you see players retire and go back and sign a one-day contract with the team they played with all them years.
I've seen that before.
Because
I've seen that before.
that's the team they want to pay them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But by no means, to me, are you a failure. In fact, this man was inducted to the Kentucky Hall of Fame, Football Hall
Well,
of
it's
Fame.
coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's coming up in June. Yeah.
Well, by the time this airs, it'll be there.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. So let me ask you. So Kentucky, but you're from Little Rock. So how did that happen? Because of
Murray State. Yeah.
Oh, because of all the
You have
damage
to play
did
in
with it.
Kentucky or live in Kentucky, and so I played there.
Who else has made that? Do you know anybody else who made the
Yeah, Champ Bailey, Deion Branch, Romeo Cornell.
Nice.
It's nothing small. In fact, I'm going in with Randall Cobb, and he's still playing for Green Bay right now.
Yeah.
Randall Cobb, George Wilson, a couple more guys. So it's a big Hall of Fame.
That is dope.
I've never been Canton. This is my Canton.
Right. That's dope. That's dope. That's great. I also hear that you have a clothing line. You done made it. You said damn that. But hold on. First of all, I need to know. You TI'd us, man. You TI'd us.
What you mean?
Negro, you thought you was a comedian. What's wrong with you, motherfucker? I heard you did stand-up comedy.
I tried, man,
Yeah, you TI'd us.
and I blame Bruh Man.
Oh, shit.
I blame Reggie
Shout out to
Bella for
brother.
that.
Okay.
I blame
because
him
he
for
told
that.
you were funny in conversation.
So this lady was bringing him to Arkansas for a comedy show.
Okay.
She knew I knew him, so I was the connect.
Okay, sure.
So she was like, "You ought to host the show." I'm like, "What does hosting entail?" Well, get up there and bring up the guys or whatever, yada yada
Sure.
yada. So Reg was like, "Man, you ought to go and tell some jokes while you're up there."
Well, why not?
Shit, I'm Reggie Swint. I'm gonna do
Without a
this.
doubt.
Boy, I get up there and the first couple jokes got some giggles, right? Got some
Yeah.
giggles.
Woo-hoo.
But the one I told that I just knew was gonna kill him.
Oh, we're gonna hurt him with it. That full run back, a 90-yard
Boy,
run
look
back.
here. I started sweating so bad, armpits got wet.
What? Damn, yeah, that happens.
And coming to the stage, you
Hell
seen
nah,
it.
you didn't get the joke off?
Half of it, and it was just silent.
Yeah.
Man,
But they were listening.
Man, I don't see how y'all do it, man.
Yeah. It's
Dude, I don't see how y'all do it.
I ain't gonna lie. It can be difficult to be great.
Because I can't pass the ball to nobody. It's just me up there with the microphone.
Yeah, exactly. Especially black folks. Black audience is totally different.
Yeah.
They be
Make
black
me
folks.
laugh. Make me laugh.
Exactly. When you come in the club, I've been in the club. They're like, man, you better be funny tonight.
Yeah.
I better be funny tonight. Where they do
Right.
that at? You better be a good audience member, nigga. Shit. Okay, you better sit there now and you better be ready to laugh. You know what
Now,
I'm
I
saying?
can talk in general and make you laugh, but when you are paying to laugh, that's a different story.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
so I
All
won't
right,
do it
well,
again. I
well,
tried
shit.
it.
All right, so what we do a thing here called IG creeping. That means we go on your IG page, we look around, we see what you got going on and stuff like that. And you've had some you've had some different looks in your life, brother. Trust me. You look a certain way. I was shocked when I saw you one time looking like that. Bobby Brizown came into town.
I'll
What
be
in
damned.
the hell? Okay, you look like the lost member of New Edition. That's old edition at the new
God
time.
damn, boy.
Come on, bro. What was you thinking, Reggie?
But I blame my mom for that. She let me leave the house like that, man.
But you chose that, brother. Hell,
Well, she bought the
no.
clothes.
But she ain't buy that haircut and them glasses. Woo! Damn.
My Uncle June cut my hair, man.
Really?
And those my Uncle Mike glasses.
Man, but that was your clothes.
My mom bought them.
Okay, well, that was yours.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, wow.
Look at my lips, though, man.
Man, now look at the whole look. That's Bobby Brown Jr. right there, brother. Every little step you
That's
take.
Eddie Kane.
Hell yeah, okay. My prerogative. Your prerogative is never do that again, okay? Don't let your kids look like that. But now, and we dip now. We go look for other ones
Yeah,
too.
I see. Y'all
Yeah.
Make me look bad.
Oh no, you made yourself look bad. Don't blame us for that. All right, we creep again. We creep on another time. What in the hell? Where they do that? How your date 1 and date 30 look damn near alike? Okay. Okay, what? You lost what? A camera angle? Okay.
And the trash can moved.
Man, okay, is that what it is?
Yeah, I got different shorts
That's the
on.
only reason you made it look different. Because the haircut looked the same. Your hair ain't grown not an inch in 30 days.
God
That's
damn.
the same picture. You just put your
damn.
stomach out and you pull your stomach in. I get that with some change some shorts. You ain't fooling nobody right there. What was you trying to accomplish with that picture?
Nah, I
What
was
were you doing?
detoxing, man. Taking my detox tea.
Okay.
During COVID.
During COVID? Did it work?
It worked. Look at my stomach, man.
No, that picture don't mean nothing. I'm with the real deal.
No, it worked.
It really worked, detox?
Yeah, it really works.
Okay. It cleans your system out.
Yeah.
All right. Well then.
Well, you got me sweating over here now with them pictures.
Yeah, you got more.
I'm trying to
pictures
figure out
over
what's
here.
next.
Okay, here it's easy
Woo.
coming. What in the hell? I hear you a rapper.
I was a rapper, man. Swintown the Great.
The Great?
The Great,
I
man.
never from Arkansas.
Man, I got a song with E40, Paul Wall. What are you talking about?
Really?
I came to Atlanta, did a song with E40.
Man, can somebody play that?
You got to find it first. Exactly, huh?
Oh, I hear it now coming in.
Right, there it is.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's you? That's you
yeah,
right there?
yeah.
Okay, that's
yeah.
you. Okay.
That's it.
Oh, well, damn.
That's your jamming, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, I understand why you decided not to do rapping no more. But during that time, that's pretty good. But during that time, who was you trying to be like? 'Cause that's a suit. I ain't never seen no rapper like that. You know.
So I used to call myself LRPD, Lil Rock's P Diddy, because I had artists,
Okay.
right? So I had artists. So I was the rapper. I had artists. I was in the songs, in the videos, like Young Bleed. Young Bleed was signed to me. Master P, how you do that there?
Okay.
Young Bleed was on my label. He got a video.
Nice.
It's on YouTube.
Okay, we'll check that out. Yeah,
And I was in the video. Yeah.
Yeah. But damn, you know. And why did you decide to give up rap? I mean, I just heard so I can see that. But besides that,
Well, because I spent $250,000 in the music business,
where they do that at?
and I had a deal, and somebody in my camp got my deal pulled from me, so I let it go.
Wow, too much BS behind the scenes.
Yeah,
I feel you
man,
on that,
it's
bro. I feel
shady,
you on that.
man.
No, I feel you on that.
Real shady.
Well, look, since you got it here, we do a thing, man. We do a thing called Spin the Wheel. It's where we let our guests come up on the show and spin the wheel. So here's a couple of things that on the wheel, and if it lands on it, you got to participate. You can win some money. You got to tell us a real secret, some secret you've done, how you lost your virginity. You remember that. If you have a celebrity crush, who is a celebrity crush, you got to pick the phone up. You got to be a real call, but you got to pick it up and tell us the person's name. You got a minute or two. I know you have a beautiful wife, so I get that part. So but we just act as you're an actor. I want to see if you could be an actor, and I gave you that part. I said I need you to call up your celebrity crush or a beautiful woman that's a celebrity. Yeah. I hope women, but I'm quite sure it is. A celebrity crush. And call. You got a minute or two to get her to come to your house, get you some booty, or you to go to her house, get some booty. Just play it out. Let's see what it turns in. It's something you got to get off your chest.
All right.
Think it's something that you wanted to tell. You ain't even told nobody. Like, you know what? It can be about the economy, anything. You just want to talk about whatever. Yeah. I don't get this off my chest. If it lands on that. The biggest lie you told, as I tell everybody, any one of the stories you just told me, that'll work. You can repeat that. Who you trade places with, and why? What person would you? We have a sexual passage in the book, and that's pretty much it. So what we want you to do is, you get here and you spin it. You spin it, get a good spin on. Woo. Everybody ready? Let's give a drum roll. Can we get a drum roll for my man Reggie? Get a good spin. Spin it good. Let's see where it's at. Get a good spin. There you go. Hey! The book. Oh, I can't do it one more time. I got the book on me. One more. Keep rolling and spin it again. Come on, clap and go.
Hey, there it is.
Right, the money. Right?
There it is.
Where's the envelope with the money?
What Deion say? I'm in the money, baby.
Yes. Take that money shit off next time. We never call money again.
I'm in the money.
So this for the winner. Open up, look at it. It might feed you for. Well, you from Little Rock, Arkansas. That might take care of you for a while and stuff. Shit.
It might be a paycheck for me.
It might be a paycheck. So we give out money on my show.
Yeah.
Ooh, what you got? What you got? What?
Bankroll, baby.
What? $20, man. Give him around, bro. Give him around for the. He won the money.
Hey, but watch how I flip it.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, there it is right there. You funny, man. You funny, brother.
Woo,
hey,
thank
man.
God. Woo.
Oh, no, you good, man. I appreciate you coming on the show, man. You kicked the knowledge, man. There's a lot of stuff I learned about the league I didn't really know about, man. So I really appreciate you opening up to people who are dumb to the knowledge. All they do, like you said, it's a sport to them. Mm-hmm. They have no idea what the pain and some of the things y'all go, through behind scenes, man. So I really appreciate you, coming here and and telling us about it, man. Let the people out here know where they can reach you on your social media. Get your holler at right there.
So on IG and Twitter and YouTube, it's CR Sports Live. So it's CR Sports Live.
Nice.
On Facebook, just my name, Reggie Swinton.
Okay. And I heard you had a podcast too. You have a podcast?
Every Wednesday night, except for tonight because I'm on your show.
There it is. Okay.
It's every Wednesday night on YouTube, CR Sports Live, as I interview a celebrity. And, you coming up too.
Oh, hey, no problem.
I had Bruh Man last night.
Nice.
I've had Quincy Carter.
Nice.
On there.
Yeah,
so
wow. Former
Coach
Cowboy.
Nutt, George Wilson. So I got big names coming up
Support
like
this brother.
yourself, man. So I appreciate you.
Okay, again, I appreciate you coming, man. Y'all support this brother. And your clothing line, give a shout out to your clothing
Yeah,
line. one more
CR
time.
Sports. Go to crsports.biz. I got all the gear you want. I got the tights for the women. I got all football gear. I got sweatsuits you want to get, men's short sets. So crsports.biz. And,
All right, before you leave out here, we always give them our guests a swag bag. So our bag has only black-owned stuff, black-owned property in there. So everything in there. Pop it up, look at it, pull it out, read what you say. If you see something, read it to the camera. Look at it. So what they got in
you
there?
know I got a 1.5. I can't read.
Oh, that's all right. Look what somebody made for you. Is that not? Look at that, brother. Pull it out. That's like an out. And that was made especially for you.
Cowboy colors.
Come on with the cowboy
Emblem on
Come
there.
on,
Put
player.
it on right now.
What?
Thank you.
Shout
I'm
out.
grateful for your business.
Shout out. It's Celestial Goddess. That's right there.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
That's
for
dope.
The gift.
Well, they
Yeah.
got a cowboy emblem on it, right?
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
Come on, man. The cowboy colors. Come on, son.
We're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. That's a black cream company. I guess what it is.
Yeah, shea butter, coconut oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it smell good, too.
Who is it by? Is the name on it?
The Instagram name.
What's the Instagram name? It's not?
Man, you know, I can't. Look, my eyes getting bad
That's
now,
all right.
man. I can't see.
Shit, maybe I could. Why you looking at something else? What's the smooth lemon butter?
Bet I got me a Panic Room T-shirt.
Come on, son. There
That's
you go.
what's
Come
up.
on.
I'm
That's
finna
what you
rep
came
this,
for.
baby.
Wolfman the Flies. Smooth HBB.square.
My 100 homies and phonies, Hollywood.
It's about Hollywood, man. It's about all the celebrities that I met in Hollywood, who was cool, who wasn't cool, who was BS. There it is right there. Okay, so you can read that
Yeah.
with your 1.5
1.5 GPA.
Yeah. And that's the eyelashes for your daughters, your care, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
woo, you got me
Come on.
sweating over here, boy.
Well, yeah, come on, man. We put in a little bit of everything in
Yeah,
there for
yeah, I
everybody,
appreciate
man.
you, P.
No, man, I appreciate you,
Well, I
brother,
got something for
coming,
you
man.
too, brother.
Oh, hold on. Giving it. Oh,
Yeah, I got something for you too, man.
Equipment time
Got something
up
for you,
here.
too. You wanna represent?
Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's one that you got on or no?
No,
Okay.
Uh,
Let me see what you got up in here, brother. Oh, yes, sir. I will rock this, brother. I will rock this. What is the size of this? Sorry. Okay. Look at that right there, man. So, and it's like windbreaker material.
Yeah,
Oh, this
yeah.
ain't cheap right here. This ain't cheap. You giving out good gifts.
I don't know if you wear them type of hats, but I
Man,
got
come
you a
on,
hat,
brother.
man.
Come on, man. I keep it. What did it say on the CR Sports? Okay. And what's CR Sports? What's that name?
That's me, Coach Reggie Sports.
Oh, Coach Reggie. Okay.
Yeah, Coach Reggie Sports.
Oh, turn around. Oh, well, then the crack is in. Okay, right, like here. We here with it. We here with it. I'm saying, boom, ba-da-da-da. Once again, brother, thank you so much for coming, man, and supporting my little panic room here, brother. I really appreciate that. We're gonna do some more business, you know, on the road, because you're always promoting comedy shows.
Yeah.
If you need me, brother, let me know. Again, from the bottom of my heart, man, you a good dude. I met you over what, damn near 20 years ago,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And you've been a solid cat ever since then, brother. So I was
Likewise.
excited about getting you on here, and I wanted you on here. So again, thank you, y'all. Again, y'all, thank y'all for watching Pierre's Panic Room. You know how we do every week. We got great guests, man. We learned a little something. I learned a lot today about the league, about the NFL. Hope y'all did too. Leave some stuff in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all feel about the show today. All right, my man Reggie Swinton. Give him a round of applause, y'all, for coming by. I like y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting, and we'll holler at y'all later, y'all.
This is Reggie Swinton, former Dallas Cowboy, Detroit Lion, and Arizona Cardinals player, and I survived Pierre's Panic Room.
If you like that show, like, subscribe, and comment below. You know, hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button, man. We want you around.